guys, it's your girl Charlie, and we are here today with YaLife Media and Marketing and Reaching Houston to bring to you some exciting news. We have a community health fair coming up on June 17th, 2023, starting at 10 a.m. It is in the north side of Houston, and I'm so excited because we are actually with one of our community leaders, healthcare leaders, who is actually helping us put this event on. So if you guys can join me and welcome Charmeshia Allen. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you, Charmaine?
I'm great.
Awesome.
So, okay, before we get into this, can you just tell us a little bit of how you got in a background with healthcare? Kind of what is your motivation behind healthcare? Just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, sure. So my background with healthcare, I started in nursing very young,
Okay.
and even before I was in
Very
nurse.
young, like how young? Because you look very young now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. So when I was 22, I achieved my bachelor's in nursing science.
Okay.
So, but even before that, I've always had that pull for community health. So I started performing health fairs with my local church,
Oh, wow.
even through nursing school, and developed quite a few relationships and saw the health improve of the parishioners. So it's always been a passion of mine to really impact those around me, that I'm not going to unnecessary funerals.
I like that.
Prematurely.
Unnecessary funerals. Now let's talk a little bit about that. What do you mean by unnecessary funerals?
I mean people dying of preventable diseases.
Okay, we hear about this all the time. What is a preventable disease?
So a preventable disease is something that if we control it better, the person is able to live a long and healthy life, like hypertension, diabetes, some of the maternal or pregnancy complications. If we're able to control them early, we're able to sustain the life of that person longer so that they can enjoy life with their family health as well.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. Okay, so you started very early on. You were doing this with your church. And so what led you to doing this on like a bigger scale?
Honestly, the more I got involved with it, the more I realized the need. That it wasn't just one church needing this, that it was a citywide, a national-wide opportunity that even CMS, or Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, which is the governing body of healthcare in United States, they have identified it as the number one opportunity is equity in our healthcare and community initiatives to make sure that everyone in the neighborhood is going to the doctor to get the necessary preventive treatment to prevent those early deaths. Right now we have a huge disparity or difference in the life expectancy of a Caucasian woman, a Hispanic or African American woman, or Asian woman. African American and Hispanic women die 4 to 5 times faster in pregnancy complications than our Caucasian counterparts.
You know what? That actually makes sense. So we just came out of Black Maternal Health Week, or it was week, right?
Yeah.
And that was in the beginning of June? beginning of May?
May, I believe.
Beginning of May. I didn't realize, I knew that we've been hearing, of course, that we were dying at quicker rates or we're having complications. But what do you think has become the factor in that? Is it like the education? Is it advocacy? Like, why is it that we are at a higher rate? Is it the affordability? What is it?
I think it's a multifactorial opportunity. I'm going to start by saying how our bodies function, especially with hypertension. They're still figuring that out, the African American body and hypertension, which is really important that we do monitor our blood pressures, even as young women. It's a lot of African American 30-year-old women that are having strokes.
I'm hearing that. Yes, younger.
Younger.
mini strokes, mini heart attacks. And it's like, what?
Yes. So, this health fair is it's going to be a fun event, and we're going to bring all of the wonderful things from the healthcare organizations on a scale that it makes sense, that it's fun, interactive. We're going to have a whole domino game about blood pressure.
What? We love to play some good modes.
Right. So it's going to be fun, interactive for our people, from us, by us, for us.
I love that.
I love that. Yes.
From us, for us, by us.
Yes.
That is beautiful. Okay, so we do have the health screenings. What else do we have going on?
Okay, so we have Dr. Turnquest is coming. So Dr. Turnquest actually, he actually helped me lose over 100 pounds and keep it off for over 6 years.
Wow.
And he has a targeted program that deals with your nutrition and the psychology behind why you're eating, what you're eating, and when are you eating it. Oh yes. What? It's a full program. And if it just depends on how you qualify when he meets with you. So when he sits down with you, it's like a 30-minute session, and he'll do like a group session here, free of charge, to come and just talk to you, and make sure that you understand what's happening. And he talks about things like diet soda. How many times we drink a diet soda, we think we're doing the best thing.
Oh my God. And they're so extreme in sugar.
Yes. They do the same thing that the regular drink does, but twice as bad, as far as your body recognizes it as sugar, so it increases the amount of insulin that it produces, right? Double the time. So you're better off just drinking a regular Coke than a Diet Coke.
Oh, wow.
So things like that. He talks through, your choices and what you could choose. So really getting to the root causes of why you're eating what you're eating, and helping make, fun alternative choices. I know lunch is fun for me now.
Yeah. Because you get now you're like, I can try this with this.
Right.
And I can do this with this, and it's still good for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And enjoying lunch with friends, sharing things. It's big. Sharing those fries with your friends versus just having that whole stack of fries to yourself.
Which could be split between 3 people.
Right. Exactly. So yes, we have that. And then we have University of St. Thomas. The nursing students are coming. And we actually have a full pediatric program that it's coming, and there will be health screenings for kids offered. So vision, hearing, height, and weight for our little ones.
Really?
And every little one, they always want to know, how tall am I? Every parent always wants to know, how tall is my baby? And then, for the adults, we have blood pressure screenings. We have lots of giveaways. We have lots of healthy snacks, things for you to try and see if you like it before you go buy it in the store. How many times do we need to do that? Because,
Come on.
You look at it.
looking at the box talking about, okay, well, technically this is my macro, but does it taste good?
Right.
So I like that.
Yeah. So it's going to be a great, fun event for everybody to come out and enjoy and just meet some awesome people. MD Anderson is coming out to share their wealth of knowledge as well. And it's just going to be a great event.
I love that. How important was it for you to partner with these different organizations for an event like this?
It's highly, highly effective because we all have a specialty that we're known for, that we bring to the table. My expertise is more the big picture. So the statistics and figuring out what are the gaps.
Yeah.
So, with me doing that, I was able to kind of really see what needs to happen.
Gotcha.
And then I got with University of St. Thomas partnerships for us to go ahead and make that education plan because I am a nursing professor as well. So I built the education plan around me looking at this particular area around Houston, Northwest Houston. Not to say that if you're from Southeast Houston that it won't apply.
This is just the area that we're talking about.
It's just the area that we're talking about right now. So I just kind of looked and see what is needed. Additionally, there will be maternal health resources provided as well. And also we have some prescription discount cards. We have about 2,000.
Oh, wow.
To give away.
So that means we need 2,000 people to come take these cards.
Yes.
2,000 of you.
Yes.
Or 2,000 families.
Yes. And it works in addition to your insurance.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So what other resources are people able to walk away with? So say they came in, did a health screening. Are they going to be able to be referred possibly to like other community clinics? Or?
Yes, absolutely. Referred to other community clinics, around the area. Okay. We're gathering that information now. What clinics are around here that they can go to after it's over to kind of check in with their numbers and see, with them making the healthy diet changes, do they see any difference? Yeah. Or if they're in top shape, top health, just to check up maybe a year later. Yeah. Not everyone doesn't need like that extra follow-up, that extra step. Sometimes it's just good to check the number because you never know when things in your body may change. Mm-hmm. So that's the key thing. That's why blood pressure or hypertension is called a silent killer. Yeah. Because people if you don't check it regularly, you don't even realize that, hey, you're getting a little bit out of whack. I need to watch that sodium a little bit more right now,
Yeah.
So
I like that you actually mentioned that. And since we're talking about hypertension and blood pressure, outside of the health or the nutrition aspect, there was another aspect that we talked a little bit off screen is the mental health portion. Are there going to be any resources for people in that regard?
Yes, there will be mental health resources. There'll be screenings for depression as well. We've done a whole program around it. Actually, the director of the graduate program for University of St. Thomas is my partner in this, and we partner a couple of times a year to put these health fairs together. And so we put that together, the mental health screening portion of that. We actually have a full psychiatric nursing rotation that we teach our students. And I've partnered several times with a lot of local hospitals to bring the students in to see the psychiatric care of schizophrenic patients on seclusion. And actually I still build the rules and regulations at a local hospital around how do we handle these type of patients. Oh, wow. So yes, absolutely, there will be mental health resources provided on site.
Yeah. I love that. I think that is something specifically within the minority communities that we don't talk a lot about. We see them as two separate things. And there is somebody that I listen to. Her name is Dr. Anita Phillips, and she talks about the mental part of mental wellness and how your mind and your brain is a part of your body.
Yes, it is. And actually, we're going to teach mindfulness here during the event.
I love it. Are we going to meditate?
Yes, we're going to meditate.
That's what I'm talking about. See, guys, this is an amazing health fair. There's so much going on from nutrition to just like your overall just wellness and your mind, body, spirit. We're wanting to tackle all of these things. So I'm super excited about this. Now, can you... because I know there's somebody who's watching this who's going to say, well, no. They're going to have a reason as to why they should not come, why they don't make this important to themselves. Can you kind of talk to that person who may have some doubt or some hesitation of attending?
Sure. The benefits outweigh any type of hate, angst, or, thinking that it won't benefit you. I host this event like 3 or 4 times a year now, and I am helped each time I come, like just going to the different stations. I learn something new. I incorporate something into my everyday care. I have maintained my weight loss, but it's always something fresh. You always got to do something new, right? Because you'll plateau, right? Yeah. Finding that fresh fruit or veggie that like... Today we talked about the peppadew, right?
Yeah, the peppadew.
Yes. That's
a part of the tomato family.
Right.
We just found out.
Yes, finding a new, fresh vegetable, fresh fruit
Yeah.
that will help you maintain your journey. You know, it's really important to make sure that, you know, you're kind of keeping track, and, you know, and there's always going to be something here that will benefit not only you, but your loved ones.
Yeah.
There have been several occasions where people have come, taken the information, and said, you know, I recognize that my aunt so-and-so wasn't feeling well and she had these symptoms, so I told her to go to the hospital. I actually know a lady that came to one of these events, and she recognized the signs of a stroke right away, that she was having a stroke.
Oh my
week
God.
later. She went to the emergency room, hospital right away. Time is tissue with stroke, heart attack, sepsis, and she went there and they treated her right away. She was in the ICU for maybe a couple of days, went to the rehab. She has no neurological deficits, which means she's back to normal.
Yeah.
She's back to her everyday life.
Wow.
Coming to a health fair saved her life.
Saved her life.
Saved her mobility.
Oh my God. Yeah, because we know people who have strokes and aren't able to bounce back. They, you know, they can't speak, or they're not able to move. You know, a lot of things become impaired, and like you said, it's a timely manner.
Yes, it's only 1 hour. People don't know that. If you are having a stroke, intervention, they have to do the diagnostic test and verify that you're able to receive the intervention. But TPA or Tinactin, they just changed it to Tinactin, only works that first hour window. If you're outside of that window, they can't even administer it to stop.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So they just let you go through it?
Well, they treat the after effects.
Got you.
And
Because
help
at that
you.
point, there's not much that they can do. Wow.
From that point, but they'll treat the after effects, give you as much medication as they can, and then also start the physical therapy as early as they can. But it's certain when you have certain emergencies, and those are the things that you learn when you come to these health fairs.
Wow.
Especially as far as stroke, as far as heart attack, what to be looking for, and then also it just depends on the health fair. Sometimes I pull in the sepsis piece on what to be looking for if you have an infection and it's been going on for a while, or let's say you take 2 days of antibiotics and you didn't take the rest 5, and all of a sudden you feel bad again. You know, the importance of going to the doctor right away, you know, is important, because sepsis is the same as stroke. We call it the golden hour. Those first 2 hours, 86% survival rate. That first hour.
Oh my God.
The longer you wait, the more chance the person won't survive sepsis. A lot of people that have died of sepsis, you think they're just in the ICU, they had respiratory complications. No, that patient had sepsis and died of sepsis.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So this is I, you know, for me, and I even worked in healthcare, but to hear it like this and to be presented like this, it makes more sense as to why health fairs are so important. And it's free of charge to the community, guys. It's free of charge.
Yes.
Just think about a copay. How much you would pay for a copay to go see your doctor. Now, this is not a replacement for you seeing your physician.
No.
But this is the first step to preventative care.
Yes.
And knowledge. It's time for us to be educated on our bodies, be self-aware about what's going on with us. So I'm so excited that we are doing this with Reaching Houston.
Yes.
Can you give us again the date and the time?
Sure. So the health fair will occur June 17th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Please be here early, 9:45, because Dr. Turnquest is going to start at 10 a.m. on the dot, and you do not want to miss him. He has helped so many people lose weight, 30 to 100 pounds, and keep it off.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yes, and they look normal.
Yeah. I mean, and it's perfect time for summer.
Yes.
Shed a few pounds in the first month or 2. You know, summer lasts for us in Texas all the way up until October, pretty much. So you got enough time to shed as much as you want. I'm excited because I know I've been wanting to get back in shape and just look at things overall in my health now that I've changed into a new decade of my life. A lot of things are changing, so I'm super excited. Thank you again for joining us today.
My pleasure.
Charmeshia Allen. so excited to have you here with us.
Oh, it's an honor and privilege.
Guys, do not forget, again, June 17th, 2023, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We are having the health fair with Reaching Houston and the Community Health Initiative leaders. It will be at 4606 FM 1960 Road West, Houston, Texas 77069. Thank you guys again for joining us.